Vigilante, welcome to Music Speaks TV.
What's going on, man? Appreciate you having me.
Nice to finally have you on the platform. Let's start by giving our subscribers like a history lesson about your life and some of your career. You're based here in Atlanta right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this where you were born and raised?
Nah. I was born and raised in Flint, Michigan, and I was raised in Benton Harbor, Michigan.
Gotcha. All right. Michigan. What was it like being raised in Michigan?
It was diverse. Like, we don't really have like too much of our own slang or too much of anything. So Michigan is like a sponge. Like, when people move there, you pretty much pick up different stuff that people from different areas do.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So it's like a big melting pot of culture and everything.
Yeah.
Bringing it back.
Yep.
Okay. Like coming up, what type of music did you listen to as a child?
I listened to a lot of I listened to way more R&B than I did rap. Like, my introduction to rap was like 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. That's when I got like heavy into it. The Blueprint too. I remember It's a Hard Knock Life was like my favorite song for a long time. And then on the R&B side, like Usher, the Confessions album, Let It Burn was probably my favorite song. And then anything Michael Jackson at that time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, Gold.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like 50 Cent, that's really, like I said, I was listening to music, like T.I. was kind of my introduction to rap, like trap music T.I. way back. But then 50 is kind of like when I started following the culture, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get Rich or Die Trying, everything like that. And he's still like one of my favorite artists and businessmen. It's like the moves he makes outside with power and everything like that, it makes me, you know what I'm saying, respect him as a brand.
That right there is one of the biggest reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing outside of it.
That's dope. That's dope. What age did you start making music yourself?
I started when I was 15.
Okay.
15.
And were you taking it serious back then, or just like a hobby?
It was a hobby. Like, I was playing basketball and baseball. I was a star athlete back in high school. And when I moved from Michigan to Atlanta, I had got cut from the basketball team the same year that I started doing music. And that like freed up my time to now start to take the music a little bit more seriously. So from that point, yeah, it was on and popping from age 15. I'm 25 now, so it's been a solid 10 years.
Damn, that's dope. So as an artist, what type of production do you like as an artist?
I'm real big on people like making full orchestra beats and something that appeals to, I want it to be a platinum instrumental before I turn it into a platinum song. I want people to be able to play the instrumental by itself and be like, yo, this is already a hit. And then I get on it and it turns double a hit instead of me having to fix it for you with my vocals.
One of them beats like everybody wants to hear it and rap on it.
Then yeah, there you go, one of them. So I love the production of like Ryan Leslie and Kanye West and Mike Will made it, London on the Track. Like people who really take the time to craft beats instead of just like hit two sounds and stuff like that. Like I really like it when people bring in bands and orchestras.
I was about to say, so you like the beats that somebody could have a live performance?
Yes, that's what I like.
That's dope. All right, as recording wise, what studio do you currently record at?
Well, when I was 19, well actually let's go back. When I was 15, I recorded at somebody else's studio maybe twice, and then my mom bought my stepdad a recording studio. So we've always had a home studio.
Gotcha.
And then
when you did music inside in the house too?
At the crib.
That's dope.
And then when I turned 19, I went to audio engineering school, SAE, Sound Audio Institute of Technology downtown, and that's when I learned how to really mix my stuff. So from the promo video that you saw that school did for me, that's my song that's on it. And that's my mix that I did while I was in college.
That's dope. That's dope. And being like I said, being an artist, you know, recording fees, it's a lot of money.
And man, it piles up. Yeah, it piles up.
So it's like you taking the time to learn that craft and invest, you know what I'm saying, and invest that time into learning it. You're gonna save yourself some money like that.
Oh yeah.
Like what type of vibe do you like in the studio? You like solo or like group sessions?
It depends. Because when I make music, I have something that I want to say. And I don't want what I got to say to be misconstrued or watered down by how somebody else feels the direction that I should go in. So I really like it when it's just me and the other artist if I'm doing a feature, and if I'm not, just me and the producer. So that way, our vision that we have, because we have to defend the song when it comes out. Nobody else in the session can be like, yeah, you know, this is what we wanted to do, but you're not the one rapping on it. So Yeah, I like to create outside of the studio, and then I like to come into the studio and lay down what I created and hope that it sounds the same or that I feel the same way when I'm there. If it connects on both sides, then I know I got a hit. hmm
All right. Let's talk about artist management. Do you currently have any?
I've been managed by my stepfather since I was 15 years old,
Okay.
and he used to manage a group called Self Made Records back in Benton Harbor, and they were a pretty big group. The producer Honorable C Note, he was the first producer that he had.
Oh.
So and they like best friends.
Oh, he's in Atlanta now.
Yeah, he's in Atlanta now.
Yeah. I've heard his beats on
Everything.
Yeah.
Shout out to C Note. C Note been going crazy, and I've known C Note since I was like 12 years old, and I wanted to put myself in a position where I can finally pay for his stuff instead of asking him for a favor just because he was a friend of the family. So now we got mutual respect for each other, rather than it just be like me being my stepdad's son. Now I'm Vigilante that stands alone. So he sees that now.
Yourself, you're working hard and everything. So
Yeah.
fact. And that's how it is. I tell people back home the same thing. It's kind of like nobody's gonna throw you a life jacket unless you jump in and start swimming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's kind of like you have to start doing something, and it's gonna make everybody start. You know, like okay, if he's at least trying, let me show him how I can help.
Exactly. I know how treacherous this industry can be, so I know how non-appealing it can be for somebody that you watch to jump into it, knowing the bullshit that they're gonna have to put up with when they get here. But once you see that they have the endurance of what it takes to go through this industry, then that's when most people reach out to help. Like, okay, I see you serious about being here and you can maintain.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to show them.